The Tennessee Titans, a young, fun team that's not yet ready to contend for the playoffs, and everyone knows it. But that's not a bad thing, because the Titans revamped their offense this past offseason. They drafted a lot of skillful players at fun positions for fans to watch and see how they grow in the league. This Titans team is a ways away from the playoffs, but they have a lot of good pieces and they're moving towards a good direction. Into the 2025 Tennessee Titans season team preview. The Tennessee Titans had a very active offseason. They made some moves, cut some players that have been there for a good while, and brought in a lot of new free agents. The biggest one being Dan Moore. And listen, Titans fans, I've been very critical of this deal. I do not like it. I am a Steelers fan. I watched Dan Moore his entire career, and it's not that fun. I know a lot of people argue, well, when he didn't play against Myles Garrett, he was league average. Okay, fine. This is not a guy you play $20 million a year for. He's just not that type of left tackle. Now, I know the Titans are desperate, and they were just willing to pay it to find someone for the left tackle position, especially for a rookie quarterback. But I can't say I think this deal is going to work out good in the long run for them. They let go of Harold Landry, and Harold Landry just wasn't the same after Mike Vrabel left. He didn't fit the current scheme fit, and just overall, he needed to go. Now you look at the fact they brought in Cody Barton, a good, solid middle linebacker. Kevin Zeitler, a really good veteran guard. Dramont Jones, a good defensive end. Xavier Woods, a good safety. And they really didn't do a whole other else. They brought in like Tyler Lockett, who is a veteran wide receiver, but nothing really big, nothing really splashy, which is fine. It's good because the Titans are rebuilding. A lot of the positivity you have to talk about this team is from the NFL draft. And why is that? Because they're a youth movement. They're going to be a very young team. They're going to struggle out of the gate. There are going to be mistakes that they make, but that's fine because this team needs to get younger to build something up. Now, talk about the Titans, we really need to focus on the draft they had. With the first pick, they obviously took Cam Ward. I have a whole video on this channel of where I talk about if Cam Ward was the right pick for the Titans. I said he wasn't my number one player on the board, but it makes logical sense for the Tennessee Titans to draft him first overall. If you hit on the quarterback position, that is the best player you could possibly draft. And Cam Ward has a lot of abilities that make you think he could hit. He could be that franchise quarterback. He's a highly talented canyon of an arm thrower that can just throw the ball all over the field, has really good touch, really good accuracy. Just the one concern is he makes a lot of decisions that really drive you crazy. He'll make a throw that you're like, why did you throw it there? Why did you read the defense like that? And it's just the case. That's how he plays the game. He is a gambler at the position. Is there going to be a lot of turnovers his rookie year? I'd say so. I'd expect 20 picks at the minimum his first year. He reminded me a lot of Jameis Winston coming out. And something about Jameis Winston is he never really had a good quarterback developer coach. And I don't know if the Titans have that yet, but it's just something that reminds me. High volume thrower, can throw the ball wherever he wants in the field, but will make some very questionable decisions. I like the pick for the Titans, and I think it's worth the investment. Now, let's look at their other draft picks. They took Elijah from UCLA. I was fine with him. I didn't really have a whole lot to say on him during the draft period, and I still really don't. He's a fine, solid player. Kevin Winston Jr., loved him. Really do love him a lot, and I think he's going to come in and be the starting safety sooner rather than later. Talented guy that can come up and play in good coverages, can be at the robber position, can be a good tackler, just a really good safety. Chime Dike, I'm a Florida Gator fan. I watched a good bit of him. Very good route runner, can be very good on the deep ball, which Cam Ward excels with. Great pick. Gunnar Helm. Gunnar Helm was not a receiving tight end when I ever watched him. He reminded me of a blocking tight end. And when you have questions about the O-line, which you do for the Titans, he is a very important player because he can be an extra offensive lineman. He can help block, he can help clear the path out for your running game, or just help keep Cam Ward's jersey nice and clean. They also took Alec Iomander. Again, another guy I loved. And I had an astronomical grade on Alec Iomander compared to where he was drafted. I had a high second round grade, and I didn't have many first round grades. So he was up in my top 30 of players in this draft class. Just a really good player that I never really felt got the shine because of the Stanford offense he was in. Could catch really good, has really good hands, some good route running ability, has really good speed to take top off, really good at fighting press. I don't get how he was there in the fourth round, but great pick by the Titans. And I could continue and going on, but I think I made the point clear. This Titans draft was phenomenal. They did a great job bringing young talent to really build this team with. This Titans team It's far from a playoff contender, but that's okay because we're going to see them learn and grow throughout the season. 2025, not the playoffs. I can't say the same thing for 2026. I definitely can't say the same thing for 2027. This year is very important for this team's growth, and I think we're going to see really good growth down the stretch of the season. We'll see them struggle out of the gates early, absolutely. You have a lot of young players that are going to be getting playing time. They're going to struggle. That's just the case. But the talent they have there makes me really excited and makes me really hopeful for them because another draft like this, I don't think I can deny the fact they're building something pretty special in Tennessee. Now to talk about the Titans' strengths and weaknesses. And strengths, I don't really think there is a strength here because it's a very young, inexperienced team. You want me to point out a player that I think is just a strength overall? Jeffrey Simmons. He's amazing. But you look at everything else on the D-line, it's still a work in progress. Secondary still a work in progress. Linebackers still a work in progress. And really any other position on this team still a work in progress. Even Cam Ward at quarterback. We all really love him, but he's still a work in progress because he hasn't played an NFL regular season game yet. This Titans team doesn't really have a strength yet, and that's key because they're still building up. They're not going to have a strength. Weakness, I still am very questionable about the offensive line. I said my comments about Dan Moore. I was not a J.C. Latham guy in the draft. Now, here's the thing. The Callahans know how to coach offensive linemen. So we could see a lot of development there under them for the second year in a row. I would not be shocked if we saw that. But I look at it on paper, just not a fan of the offensive line. I think it's the weakest position group they have on their team. But that's not bad. I mean, like I said, this Titans team is not ready to contend. They're not ready to go to the playoffs. And that's fine. They are going to be better in 2026. The weakness may not be the same thing and probably won't be because they do have really good offensive line coaching on that team. They really do have a system that has been proven to work at multiple stops. Now for my overall thoughts on the Titans this year, where I think they'll finish in the division. Pretty much I think they're a third place team. I think the Colts are worse than the Titans. And I just look at the Titans, I'm like, okay, this is fine. Again, rebuild. Play your young players. Get them important game experience. Let them grow in the league. And you will really see some really flourish down the stretch. The Titans we see at the start of the season is going to be night and day different to the Titans we see at the end of the season because these younger players are going to have playing experience. I don't believe they should go in and bring a lot of veterans in. Play the young guys. Let them grow. Let them develop. I think that's very crucial to the Titans this year is they don't have to be good to have a good season. They just have to progress throughout the season for it to be a successful campaign. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 300 subscribers by the start of the NFL season. I'm currently at 280 subscribers. Any subscription would help. I really want to hit that goal, and I have more videos planned. I've been doing 32 in 32 days. The Titans are the second to last team I am to do, and I'm just overall really excited for the next video series to drop on my channel, which will be fantasy football oriented. I hope you subscribe. I hope you tune in for all that. If you'd share this, I'd appreciate it. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed and have a great day.